welcome back to Quarantine. Today, Subaru.
ST, when you turn the traction control off, come up and set sport mode. But Subaru, with the Rally Heritage, it truly does something when you turn this little knob down here. So you can hear the turbo, you can hear the induction noise, and that's just exciting. Stock suspension, but like I said, this is what Subarus are supposed to do. And I finally found a man who does it himself. Now this is not my car, so I'm not going to beat on it like crazy. rally heritage is still in the cars that they sell to the public or not. And these roads out here in the mountains of North Carolina are very, very, they're like perfect rally roads. So we figured we'd come play on some. Not nothing crazy, not being a menace to anybody. Nobody even lives on these roads. They're so desolate. So, any plans on bagging this thing, or you got some $4,000 wheels coming in anytime soon, anything like that?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a very stable car. The all-wheel drive system is just, you feel it there to help you all the time. It's been said a lot that these systems, these all-wheel drive systems in these rally for the road cars, the Evo, the STIs, blah, 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 can make a bad driver look good, a good driver look awesome, and a great driver look like a driving god. So you can feel that aspect of it, but on the flip side of it, I don't feel like it's doing everything for me. I feel like I'm completely in control of where this car is going to end up and how it acts. We're going to test out some of these dirt roads up here and see if that rally heritage is still, if that DNA is still in this car. What do you think? You think it is? I think it is. I mean, you've got everything that you need. You've got a nice little e-brake here to point you straight if you need it. A very intelligent all-wheel drive system with locking diffs. You can go 40-60 torque split, and it's just a really good recipe. There's a reason why STIs are so popular. It's just a really good recipe for a fun car that is practical, that you can daily. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll flip around, we'll go down the dirt road, we'll have a little fun. I'll get you over here in the driver's seat, and we'll play around and try not to hurt this car any, of course, but we'll play around and see what she does. All right, so in the driver's seat, 2012 STI. No suspension modifications, no real big modifications besides exhaust and cob access port. And let's see if it does what it says on the brochure. Let's go ahead and put it in sport sharp by going down here, holding it to the right just for a second. You get a little green light comes up. So the ride height in these cars are actually really good. So you can actually go out and play with them. And this isn't my car, so I'm not gonna really beat on it, but we're just gonna see how she hangs. And actually, there's a lot of grip. Turn in is actually really nice and crisp. You keep your weight moving around the way you want it. You might see me shaking the wheel quite a bit, but what that does is that keeps the weight moving where I want it. I'm always in control of the biggest physical factor of this car, its weight. You can power out of bends and you can power out of some trouble, but most of the time, that's what you're dependent on. So powering out of a corner like that, this thing has so much grip, and the diffs are just really up to the task, and I'm not gonna even see. A little e-brake, power out. So rally driving this car is very doable. You don't hear any bump stops, you don't hear the suspension, you don't hear anything bad. I mean, this car is set up to take it. Hello, Doge.
There's a bunch of them.
Bunch of Doges. Oh, I love that turbo sound. The induction noise from that SF intake is, oh, it's nice. And this car just really inspires confidence. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you could really do a great time with this car the way it is, just factory. And that speaks to Subaru's engineering and their heritage. ABS kicks in when it needs to, even on slippery surfaces, so that's good. They knew that they needed to think about that. And you can just rotate it. You can rotate it with the throttle. You have to be kindly harsh on it to make it rotate with the throttle. So I'm using the e-brake, but you can do it. One proviso: when you catch boost in this car, it will push. That's a natural part of an all-wheel drive's physics. They understeer. So you really just have to be aggressive enough to get past that understeer. Oh man, this car is fun. It's a great car for this. I know you drive this car a lot harder than this. Traction in the straights, really putting your foot down is great. I'm just kind of transported back to, I mean, this feels like a rally special stage.
Got a house.
You've got that iconic Subaru rumble and the rocks, and everything's just kindly opening your senses to what you're doing. Man, this is awesome. This car's so fun. Gotta watch these blind corners. So, the big question is, has that heritage made it to the cars that the public can buy? I'll answer it with this shot. The power in this car, I mean, torque, you've got torque from about 3 grand and it just keeps pulling and keeps pulling. It's like a train. These cars pull so hard. It feels so good. And I'm getting all the information I could ever want to these fingertips, and that's exactly what you need for this kind of driving. You need to know what your car is doing. You need to trust it. Got to watch out for these bridges. I don't want to bottom out. I just want to feel the corners, feel the grip. Man, this car's got so much grip on these gravel roads. You control your weight. You trail brake just a little bit, not as much as if you was on asphalt, because that will induce understeer, and that's not what you want. yes. This just brings me back. I love dirt roads. I love the challenge of navigating these very technical roads. And no, I'm not going flat out. This is not my car, and there are other people that may drive on this road, so that's just a quick little drive, guys. I'm gonna stop here at this bridge, and yeah, I mean, the 2012 STI, yes, it is a rally car. Don't slam it. Don't put $4,000 wheels on it. If you do, that's cool. Put some pictures up or something, but why, when you can take this car out and enjoy it just as much as I just did? Corey, man, thank you very much, brother. This is very, very fun. Yeah, awesome car, guys. I hope you like that. I hope you enjoyed the quick little video with this STI. There'll be plenty more Subarus, I promise, coming up, but don't forget to smash that subscribe button and like, comment. Let me know if you was to rally in any era, what era would it be and what car would you choose? Alright guys, we're out of here. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. That was unpleasant.